to make them even more stunt-friendly. And most of the characters have been given a makeover. You'll find that many of them have new famous voice talent. Elise here is voiced by Charlie's Angels star Lucy Liu, while Afro-topped Eddie has Scream's David Arquette behind him. Aside from the courses and characters, the graphics in the game have been given a huge boost. Plus, the controls are improved, allowing for some crazy moves. And believe me, you'll need it if you want to score big. If you're one of those people who say, "I don't like snowboarding games," you'll be pleasantly surprised because, like its predecessor, Tricky is really beyond reality. The moves are crazy, the characters are out of control, and let's face it, could anyone survive a jump like this? The stunts in the game have been boosted as well and seem even more surreal. Then there are the uber moves that completely defy all laws of physics. The race mode of the game has been enhanced as well, so now you might find that if you're not careful, you'll anger some of the other players.
That rough stuff is gonna bring you pain, Jumpy Boots.
Hey, you're all a bunch of cheaters.
So, if you're looking for a PS2 game that's fun and gives you lots of playtime, give SSX Tricky a try. It's better than its predecessor with loads more stunts and cool characters. And don't forget the great music. Just remember to do your best because the characters always want to look good.
Hey, man, I ain't got no flavor.
Into space now with some super cheats for Free Space 2 on the PC. This intergalactic game has been pushing players to the limits since it found its way under our computers. So, during gameplay, enter www.freespace2.com to enable the cheat mode. If you're successful, the message "Cheats Activated" will confirm entry. Now, simply enter I. This will make you invincible to enemy fire, so at least you can cruise the galaxy at your leisure, safe in the knowledge that no one can harm you. For another cheat, enter W. This will allow you to access all of the spacecraft's weaponry. Along with your invincibility, it means that the universe is there for the taking. Okay, we all know that familiar laugh. More importantly, we know what comes with that crackling cackle. That's right, more hijinks and fun with Woody Woodpecker Escape from Buzz Buzzard's Park on the PC. The feisty redhead is back, but so is his nemesis. Don't they all have nemesis? The evil Buzz Buzzard. Only this time, the vile vulture has set his sight on Woody's family. How rude. So, Woody is out to save his niece and nephew from harm's way by tackling Buzz at a danger-ridden theme park. Along the way, he must collect these little W's, which, once received, can earn him extra protection. Phew! Add this to Buzz's pesky pals who pop up to wreak havoc, and you'll definitely have your hands full. You'll explore level upon level in this vast three-dimensional world, and every inch of it is gorgeous. The graphics are stunning, and the controls are fluid and easy enough to learn, allowing you to quickly jump right into the action. Also, the villains are actually pretty intelligent, making for some tough and enjoyable gameplay. And there's plenty to do, like hopping on board rockets. Just be sure to keep an eye out for those terrible traps. Succeed and you'll save the day from Buzz and his cohorts. Fail and, well, come on, Woody never fails, right? If you've ever wanted to be a part of Walt Lance's legendary wood-loving bird of fun, you'll enjoy Woody Woodpecker Escape from Buzz Buzzard's Park. Now, here it is, one of the most famous laughs of all time. The Information Superhighway is home to all kinds of weird interests and hobbies. It's also host to some bizarre inventions and gadgets. So here are some that we discovered. Gadgetman.com at beachcomber.com is an essential website for anyone interested in useful and quirky objects. We thought these walkie-talkie watches looked fantastic. But if music's your thing and you fancy a new radio, then why not get one that floats? Other strange inventions include this bumper dumper, a convenience unit that will cater for all those tricky moments on your travels. Sports fans may want to check this out. A round of aquatic golf, anyone? For something a bit different, try the wonderfully titled Oozing Goo site. The excellently themed pages will tell you all you want to know about lava lamps. These mysterious lights were first seen in the 1960s and are still fashionable now. Here, you can read about the lamp's history and its creator, Craven Walker. There's even a beginner's guide to making your own mini light with several easy steps. Or you can simply decide to browse through some more obscure designs. But if you want mini links for crazy ideas about science, conspiracy theories, and wacky inventions, then try the Mad Scientist pages. One of the best sites we found was Future Horizons. Here, someone has invented several lightsabers. They actually glow and hum like the ones in Star Wars. Using them won't help you defeat your enemies, but they still look great. But the best gadget has to be an actual hoverboard. It's capable of traveling over most terrain and can reach speeds of 20 miles per hour. The internet can really show us all sorts of barmy stuff. So what are you waiting for? Happy surfing! Ever had one of those days where you feel like a monkey trapped in a ball who's desperately trying to get all the bananas he can before time runs out? Yeah, I'll take that as a no. Neither have we. But Nintendo's betting this won't keep gamers from enjoying Super Monkey Ball, a much-anticipated release for the GameCube. And from what we've seen, the game looks just as strange as, well, a monkey in a ball. Players choose from several sphere-encased simians to play a variety of monkey-themed games, from monkey billiards, to monkey bowling, to monkey golf. Are you already seeing a monkey pattern here? There's also a main game where players navigate through challenging tracks to collect as many bananas as possible. The idea is to collect power-ups, which will give you the upper hand, or paw, whatever. Be careful of those tight corners or your monkey just might go for a swim. While the game might look simple in these screenshots, early reports say it's one of the best party games to come around in quite some time. In fact, the actual party game mode lets you choose from several 4-player games, like the hilarious-looking Monkey Fight, where you duke it out with oversized boxing gloves and try to knock the remaining players off a raised platform. Hey, watch out for that left hook! This title could really start some new video game trends, like Armadillo Ball, or Hamster Ball, or Cow Ball, or Television Repairman Ball, or Steve Truitt Ball. The possibilities are endless. Okay, time for our competition now, so grab a pen. This week's prize is a PlayStation and a copy of the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen Crush Course game to play on it. Now you can join the girls as they golf in a pinball machine, break out their dancing shoes, and hunt for all those cute boys. To win this prize, just call our number and answer this question. Where is the best place to go snowboarding? Is it A, a mountain, B, underwater, or C, in outer space? If you think you know, call 09-009 113333. The Xbox is widely considered the underdog of the next-generation console war. Many agree that in order for the new kid on the block to stand apart from the already established PS2, it'll have to surprise the industry with games that demand to be noticed in a crowded marketplace. Enter Dead or Alive 3. Do they have your attention yet? Most sequels to fighting games are merely extensions of their former selves. A few new characters, some new costumes, maybe a new fighting move. But this newest chapter in the DOA saga promises to change all the rules. Not only will players get to choose from a myriad of characters and fighting styles, but they'll also be treated to a brand new fighting engine, improved graphics, interactive environments that let you take advantage of your surroundings, and Did I already mention the improved graphics? The combat arenas are vast and rich with detail. We couldn't believe our eyes when we saw the forest and blizzard levels. The designers have thought of the most minute detail, from craters in the snow to splashing water in a stream when characters get knocked down. And the aforementioned environments mean you can always take the fight outside. Thank you, Master. We couldn't have said it better ourselves. Though the graphics are undeniably impressive, it's more likely that factors such as gameplay and control will decide Dead or Alive 3's fate in the long run. Now that it has our attention, tune into a future Cybernet to see if it actually does shatter our expectations. We'll have a full review faster than you can say, "Hiya!" If there ever was a video game character who needed a bit of cheering up, then it would have to be Revenant. Hopefully this magical cheat on the PC will help make our moody anti-hero a little happier. To transform him into the ultimate magic user, press Enter to open a chat window and then type Abracadabra. That's A-B-R-A-C-A-D-A-B-R and A. The Revenant will now be in possession of all the magic talismans, allowing him to conjure the most powerful spells in the game. Surely that's enough to make him a little more cheerful?
These are the ravings of a desperate man. I have no more time for this!
Perhaps not. Chart time again, and we've dredged up our top 10 crazy weapons. In slow motion for full effect, a gas-powered dirty tactic from Cardinal Sin starts us off at 10. For days when you've left the welder at home, a handy watch from GoldenEye drops in at 9. Next up at 8, it's the 10-shot from Nerf Arena Blast, supposedly increasing your chances of hitting something. 7th spot goes to X-Ray Vision with a posh name, the Farsight gun from Perfect Dark. At 6 is the Cerebral Bore, as seen in Turok 2, just perfect for cleaning out your ears. Something a bit lighter in 5th, the explosive Terrence and Phillip dolls from South Park. In at 4, a novel bug-chucking method of attack from Half-Life. Just remember, they're not pets. At 3, it's simply the best sight we've ever seen, courtesy of Sniper Gun in MDK. The Chrono Scepter blasts its way into 2nd place, simply no escaping the firepower of that beauty. But watch out for the little people, it's the Gnome Gun from Earthworm Jim 3D, our awesome number 1. Time to lace up your trainers, grab a racket, and hit the court. Tennis court, that is, with Virtua Tennis 2 on the Dreamcast. Last year, Sega released what is arguably the best tennis game ever, and now proving that their console still has plenty of aces left up its sleeve, they've served up another winner with this super sequel. The same slick pick-up and play action has returned, but it now has even more panache than before thanks to several new features. To begin with, the expanded roster now includes 16 internationally ranked men's and women's tennis players, including Patrick Rafter, Tim Henman, Venus Williams, and Lindsay Davenport.
Davenport to serve.
The controls remain mostly the same, but a slice button has been added and the serves are a little more difficult to perfect. They've also improved the visual details, so now you can see scuff marks on hard courts or foot trail marks on the clay courts. Plus, there's a nice variety of stadiums to choose from. We especially enjoyed the venue atop a skyscraper in Tokyo.
Rafter to serve.
Visuals aside, the most important aspect to a sports sim like this is the maneuverability of your chosen player. This is where the game really shines. The controls are very responsive, allowing awesome rallies that combine ferocious top-spin shots alongside delicate slice shots. Even better, the players actually move and hit the ball just like their real-life counterparts. You can also create your own player and enter him in the World Tour mode, where he'll go head-to-head against the best in the field. To sharpen your skills, you can compete in some highly entertaining mini-games, such as Space Invader-like volley drill or mowing down tanks using your ground strokes. Creating a superior tennis game has proven to be quite elusive for developers, but Virtua Tennis 2 proves it can be done and should climb the ladder as one of the best sports games around. In fact, we think it's a smash. These days, robots are everywhere. They're either wandering the streets of London or starring in their own multimedia titles. And if they're not down the park playing with their mates, they're serving drinks behind the bar. But when will we be able to truly interact with these future friends of ours? Well, the future is closer than you think, because now there's a new prototype waiting in the wings, ready to make his grand appearance. And here comes this friendly little fellow now. This mighty midget is the R100 personal robot. Not only can he see and hear the environment around him, but he can recognize people, talk and listen to them, and physically interact with those around his portly plastic body. Developed at NEC's Central Research Laboratory in Japan, the R100 is equipped with 6 ultrasonic sensors to detect objects around him. With 2 cameras for eyes, he can recognize individual members of the household. When called, he appears and asks what he can do for you. Using 3 microphones positioned in his head, he can also hear and will look in the direction of the person who has called him. Play him a tune, and he'll even dance to the music. Okay, so he's no Ricky Martin, but don't tell him, because he can understand and respond to over 100 spoken phrases and commands. And when answering you, he can convey his feelings using any one of over 200 phrases of his own. But speech isn't the only way he communicates. Multiple LEDs furnish him with a variety of facial expressions. Also, using variations of speed and rhythm, the robot can express feelings like excitement and boredom through movement. So he has character, but is he useful? Well, tell him to switch on your stereo or change the TV channel, and he'll be happy to oblige. Tell him it's too cold or too dark, and he'll turn up the heating and switch on the lights. But that's not all. He'll tell you when you have a new email, and you can use him to record video messages for family and friends. When he finds the right person, he'll then replay the message via the television. So forget about keyboards, buttons, and remote controls. By talking, listening, and responding, the R100 can communicate with the whole family. So if you ever wanted your own personal R2-D2, it looks like you might not have that long to wait.